What's going on, car family? Welcome back. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at the 2016 Mercedes-Benz AMG S63 sedan. For several decades, the Mercedes-Benz S-Class has been considered the world leader of the automotive industry. It has contributed to several technological breakthroughs and is considered the luxury flagship of Mercedes. So let's take a look at some of the details of the exterior and interior of this vehicle and see why. The exterior lighting of the S-Class is comprised of nearly 200 LEDs that take care of every exterior function, such as the multi-beam headlights and the LED taillights. The benefit of LED taillights is the fact that they illuminate quicker, so the driver behind you has more time to react when you brake. This particular example of the S63 AMG is fitted with 20-inch lightweight AMG alloy rims and features 15.4-inch rotors with 6-piston calipers in the front and 14.2-inch rotors with a single piston sliding caliper in the rear. Let's take a look under the hood of the Mercedes-Benz S63 and see what powers this beast. Under the hood, you're going to find a 5.5-liter bi-turbo V8 capable of producing 577 horsepower and 664 pound-feet of torque. This car is capable of going 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. The blistering 0 to 60 time of 3.9 seconds is made possible through the use of the AMG Speedshift Mct Transmission. This transmission is capable of providing up to 100 millisecond rev-matched downshifts. The Mercedes-Benz S63 is fitted with the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. 33% of the power is distributed up front and 67% of the power is distributed in the rear. This provides for great handling when doing hard accelerations while exiting corners. Let's take a look at some of the amazing interior features of the S63 AMG and see what makes this car so amazing. One of the first things the driver will notice when they sit inside the S-Class is that it's extremely quiet and the interior is extremely plush. Let's take a look at some of the features that make this car the industry leader of technological advancements. One of the features that makes the S63 AMG significant is the fact that instead of the traditional Mercedes-Benz illuminated door sill, since this is the AMG model, you get a nice AMG logo here. Taking a closer look at some of the features of the inside, on the driver's side door, there's soft leather with stitching that's contrasted. You have 12-way power adjustable seating with 3-position memory, cooled seats, heated seats, and even a button to control the passenger side seat. There's a hi-fi Burmester surround sound stereo system, wood trim, aluminum door handles, your lock and unlock button, 4 controls for each of the windows, and controls for your side view mirrors. And if you miss that open air feeling, this car also features an insanely large panoramic roof. This specific example of the S63 is packed with several safety features, like your Distronic, your lane keeping assist, your parking assist, your 360 view cameras, which is helpful when you're parking, and your heads-up display, which displays information on the windshield while driving. Starting at the top of the dash is covered in soft black leather with stitching going all the way across, which is what you expect from Mercedes-Benz flagship model. One of the best features, in my opinion, in this car are the 2 large 12.3-inch display screens. The screen on the left displays your speed, your fuel, weather, your revs, what gear you're in, and oil temperature. The right screen is generally used for the vehicle settings and infotainment. Coming further down, you have a huge piece of wood trim, 4 air conditioning vents with a metallic feel, and an analog clock, which is a really nice touch. Further down, you have your controls for your air conditioning for the front and rear. Down here, you have cup holders for 2. Coming further down the center console, there's a nice large array of buttons here. This button is for your massage functions, your navigation, radio, hazards, media, telephone, and vehicle settings. This button is just an easy return button, just in case you select the wrong menu. This button marked C, S, and M is for controlled efficiency mode, which incorporates the use of the vehicle's start-stop function when you stop at an intersection to save fuel. Sport mode decreases shift times by 30%, and manual mode allows the vehicle to have shift times within 100 milliseconds. This is your sport and comfort mode to adjust the suspension, and this button increases the vehicle's ride height. Coming over to the right, you have a simple wheel here for volume control, and this touchpad allows you to actually physically write letters that will be displayed on the screen. Now remember, I said earlier, in the automotive industry, the S-Class is the leader of technology. Here's one of the many reasons why. Now if you focus on the multimedia screen here, I'm going to select the massage function in the center console. The screen will change and it will offer me different types of massages. I'm going to press down on massage, and as you see there's a wheel here, and the first massage it offers is a hot relaxing massage. I'm going to scroll over to number 2. You have the hot relaxing massage for your shoulders. Number 3, activating massage. 4 is a classic massage. 5, the mobilizing massage. And 6, an active workout massage. That's pretty cool. Going back to the vehicle settings menu, let's take a look at some of the camera features of this car. The Mercedes-Benz S-Class is featured with a 360-degree camera. That means there are cameras on all corners of the vehicle, and it will take the images of all 4 cameras, stitch them together so you can get a complete 360 view of what's around the car. Other groundbreaking features of this car include panel heating of the interior. If I scroll to the panel heating menu, press down, it offers me choices of what panels in the vehicle that I want heated. It could either be the front panels, the rear panels, or all the panels. As you can see here, the panels on the doors, the panels on the center consoles, and the panels on the passenger side doors are illuminated, which means I had them set for all heating. The S-Class also has an ambient lighting feature. It uses the 300 LEDs of the car's interior and allows you to select whatever color you feel like, depending on whatever mood you're in. So using the vehicle settings button is an easy way to get changes in time, your digital operator's manual, 360-degree camera, seat settings, and general vehicle settings. One of the neat features of the S-Class are the several different storage compartments. Storage is something that's really important to me. The center console has this huge storage compartment here, and you can store phones. It has 2 USB ports, and one of the coolest features about it is that it can be opened from both sides, so the passenger can open it or the driver can open it. This by far is one of the nicest steering wheels I've ever seen inside of a car. It features leather on the top portion and the bottom portion, and dynamic inserts on the sides. It also features thick aluminum shift paddles behind the steering wheel. On the left is the downshift, and on the right is the upshift. There's also nice stitching in the center and the Mercedes-Benz logo in the middle, and it also has the AMG logo on the bottom. On the center of the steering wheel, on the left side, it has controls for your voice commands, and on the right side is controls for your telephone and audio. Another awesome feature that the S-Class has is a head-up display. This feature is designed to keep you more focused on the road as opposed to looking at the dash while driving. Let's take a look at another automotive industry first the S-Class has to offer. If I open up the glove box of this vehicle, you will see a receptacle here. In this box, there's a fragrance that comes with every S-Class. Once you place the fragrance in this receptacle, the fragrance is distributed throughout the car while you're driving. When the car's on, you have a nice relaxing aroma, but when the car is off, the aroma is gone. The fragrance doesn't stick to any of the panels of the car, and it won't stick to your clothes. So on the rear passenger doors, you have aluminum door handles, controls for the panoramic roof sunshade, and controls for both of the windows in the back here. You have your adjustable seating, 3 levels of cooling, 3 levels of heating, a control for the passenger seat in front of you, and 3-position memory. One of the great features of this car is the privacy that's available. If I pull up on the rear window button, you'll see a shade come up on both the larger and smaller rear windows. And in case you were wondering, there's also a shade for the rear window too. Seating in the back of the S-Class is pretty comfortable. There's also 2 cup holders in the back here, in the center. And if you open up this compartment, you have storage. Going to this compartment in the rear gives you access to the trunk, but there's also an option to put a refrigerator here. When it comes to the S-Class, even the passengers of the rear get treated with luxury. Another great feature of the S-Class is the ability, when you're sitting in the back, to control the passenger side seat in front of you. So if I want to stretch out, I simply press this button here and move that seat forward. And it allows me to stretch out. So if I'm being chauffeur driven, I can just relax in the back. Now that we've covered some of the details of the interior and exterior of the car, let's hear what that exhaust note sounds like. Well, there you have it. That was the review of the 2016 Mercedes-Benz S63 AMG sedan. I would like to thank Atlanta Classic Cars for providing me with the opportunity of shooting this vehicle. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. After all, it's free. One of the things that has had me very excited about this event are the different types of cars that could potentially show up. I know the dealership has had some special cars rolled into their showroom.